Yo, 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 yo. We're back in black. Maybe I have to go back to Cleveland again. Maybe it's not that big of a deal since it's Sunday morning. Or I could turn around at Dal, but then normally I would charge at Dal, but not today, son, not today. I could turn around at Neppenes, but then Neppenes is also not optimal for Johnny speed. Yeah. On accident, I ended up at Neppenes on accident, that's why. So I'm trying to avoid those since we don't get the maximum speed on B2. Yeah, good morning. What the heck, man? I added the charging stuff even though I didn't want it to add. Can I delete it? Delete. Yeah. That's better. Yeah. 750 kilometers now. Status update. Well, it's 7 in the morning now, so it is morning. Okay. I haven't had any crazy sleepy, or I haven't felt too sleepy. So it seems like the past few days with plenty of sleep and rest helped big time. So I have 250 kilometers to go. And yeah, since we can cruise at 120-ish kilometers per hour, then we need only 2 hours of driving then, roughly. But then we need to charge. But in time we are at 8.5 hours. But I had to duck 2 minutes at the cleavage because we hit a 30 kilowatt stall. That, yeah. yeah, we just take current time plus 1 hour and 28 minutes then. Yeah, that means we are at 8:37. Yeah. Oh wait, 8, 9, 10, 10. 8, 9, 10, 10:30. Okay, it's going to be 11 something. But hopefully not 11:20. Hopefully 11:15 or 11:10. A slight faster than the other run. Oh, but it's still foggy over here. Wow, it's been foggy all night. But at least it stopped raining as advertised. Let's hope we don't have too many left lane huggers in the morning. I think Strada is not updated. Maybe I should redo the 4K shot. I had some better ideas afterwards when I thought about it. 707 kilometers now, and you just count 1 hour and 28 minutes before midnight. So if you take current time and plus 128, that is the current 1000 kilometer time. I think I want to redo it. The 4K shot. In the beginning of May. If I want to redo, I might want to redo after I charge at the Kåterud. Yeah, then I have the best time. Running low on time now. So let me see. I should be at Kåterud in around 25 minutes. I'll charge there, and then I shoot the 4K shot again. I'm gonna redo it. is this fossil in front of me which is smelly, and I can smell it from far. So already here I had to recirculate. It's smelly shit in front of us here. Some old fossil car, I suppose. Oh, there's a fat e-tron, huh? What car is it then? Hallo. Oh, guten Tag, yeah. Getting kind of sleepy, but I was probably after the heavy waffles. wonder if the radar bugged again. Yeah, again. What? Man, this is getting annoying. Work still. There, now it worked, okay. I don't know what's up with that, but suddenly it started working and just has its weird hiccups. Just have to get back to his senses again. So next stop is going to be Kåterud. I think that should be deep enough. I have 23% now. So it should be maybe, oh wait, maybe 50% arrival. Unless I go deeper. Go to maybe Furnes. Well, what the? Man, freaking auto steer just randomly stops. Wait, that was the same spot last time also. Let me see, from here, from Kåterud to Rudshøgna back, that's too far, right? Well, unless I charged. Maybe I charged at Furnes instead. But that doesn't make any sense. I guess it doesn't. the charger. 7.5 kilometers left. I'm 19% left now. Charge a bit too much. So maybe it pays off to go deeper. Yeah, I think I should go deeper. Maybe stop at Furnes instead. I can always consider my option from there later anyway. So yeah, since I charge a bit too much, what is the consumption on this leg? 310. Okay, gonna go downhill. What about Xiaomi? I don't know too much about it. Well, what do you think about the Xiaomi? Because I haven't tested it yet, so I have no opinion about the car. Okay, yeah, we'll go past this point. I'm not sure if I can go even deeper. Trying to figure out if I can go past that point. And then where would that be? Well, I could go to the V2 supercharger again. might do that. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. We should be getting 150 kilowatt here close, right? If we go for the Delta chargers. It's going to be around 130 kilometers. That means only 85 times 2, and then stop at Pawel at Birmingham instead. No. Stop here. Take it there. Pit stop. There's a bunch of buildings over here. Okay, I'll just take one of these. This one maybe? Was it the Chinese who reviewed it? Furnace. Is it trash on there? Yes, it is. handshake fails on Delta chargers. So that was at least 3 minutes lost. Maybe more. 4 minutes. I counted at 4 minutes. Okay, let's move. But yeah, if it's a well, if it gets good review from a dude living in China. Wait, is that the China? Is that the white boy? Whatever it's called again. That guy. It's not an Asian, right? It's a white boy living in China. The guy that makes video for fully charged. At least it should work on the ABB chargers, right? But it seems to have problem handshaking with Delta chargers. Okay, let's see. Let's try at least the ABB charger. They should be rock solid, or maybe not. Okay, let's give it a shot. 150 kilowatt hour per hour. Well, it seems to work now at least. Okay, it seems to work now at least. Yeah, 58 kilowatt. Okay, that's normal. So we are now at furnace. Okay, furnace. You see. So this. Okay, let me see. That was 5 minutes. So it means 23 then before. Okay. Just a lot of handshake problems now. Okay, I have to figure out where the heck I'm supposed to go. Let me put you guys on my shaft. Thai people are interested in Xiaomi, maybe because it arrives in Thailand soon. Okay, let's see. So we are now at 832. That means 168 divided by 2. So I need only 84 kilometers. So I have to drive somewhere and then charge. Okay, let's see. From here to the end point. That is only 16 kilometers. Okay, and then I add another stop. And then, what about cleavage? Maybe I should make a rule to get over there. Wait, huh? Route circle and then cleavage. Huh? Why is the route so weird? Oh, that's 128 kilometers. That's too far. Okay. So I will not stop at cleavage. I will stop at, for example, Nebbenes maybe. Wait, but that's only V2. Yeah, I can stop at the... Yeah, okay. Nebbenes Kro Sørgården. That is 99 kilometers. Oh, that works. No, okay, I have a better idea. I can stop at... So, okay, Minnesund. Yeah, 89 kilometers. That works. Okay. That means 89 times 320-ish, right? Okay. I have to go to 55% again. Oh yeah, we get 150 kilowatt here. Wow, nice. It actually delivers more than expected. It outperforms. Wait, let's see. Is the Circle K here open? I think it's closed. It opens in 3 minutes. Well, I could just poke over there in 3 minutes and I feel like I need to go to the restroom. I don't want to wash my hands. Oh, we get 153 kilowatt. It's labeled as 150 kilowatt only, but it overperforms, yeah, like a typical German. Oh, we get 153 kilowatt. It is labeled at 150 kilowatt, but it seems to overperform like a true German. Yeah, I can post today's video then. Okay, let me try to go to the restroom over here. just in time again. Maybe a little bit too much, but still okay. Just when it throttles significantly, we leave. Then as always I have to disable some safety features, so-called safety features. And there, driving assistance. Okay, and then shoop. Okay, let's go. Let's see now. So this went relatively fast, and we just need one more charging stop. So we had to follow the route up and down, but then at the very last end, I'm not sure what to do, whether I want to avoid going to cleavage or what I do. I think I also want to avoid going too much back and forth, because if I go to cleavage, then I have to turn around and then go north and then turn around again. So I might as well just time it so that I go from one point, or maybe, I'm not sure yet where. I could make Ionity the turnaround point. Normally I would maybe stop and charge there, but this time I would just turn around at Ionity and then head north, and then turn around again, head south, and I will 999 before the Yesheim exit. We've done 834 kilometers now. Another way is to, okay, like I mentioned, I have to then turn around at cleavage and then drive north a while and then turn around again and then head south, and then I will 999 before. Yeah, I mean that also works. I could even turn around at Haugesæter. Shouldn't matter too much where I turn around. Except for that there might be more traffic closer to cleavage. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you can get maximum speed at Nebbenes or not. I have to check what they have rated them for. Recharge. what I can do is that, yeah, of course, to avoid too many back and forth, I will go to Nebbenes and then I head north until a certain point, and then I turn around, and then yeah, of course, that's what we do. So normally I would, my last charging stop would be Dal, and then I head north, and then yeah, that's the exception. The last charging stop I head north rather than just going the full cleavage loop. Well, it claims 150 kilowatt at Nebbenes. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go for then. We'll use chem power this time at some point, but what speed are you driving in Norway? Speed of light. Outside temperature 2 degrees Celsius. Okay, if I look at my deduction notes here, three, 12, 15, 20. Wait, 3, 12. Wait, 20. 20. No, it's 22. Wait, no, it's 20. Okay. We have 3 plus 12, that's 15 plus 5, that's, yeah, it's 22. Okay, 22 plus 15, that's 37, that's 23 before, yeah, okay, so yeah, double checked. So we have 1 hour and 23 minutes plus current time. Well, it's 110 zone over here in Norway. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do the chat thing. Oh, I've almost forgot. Shit, I need to quickly prepare it now. I think we still have a good time before we arrive in too many tunnels. Double checking sound. 4K. I think I'm. Yo, what's up? We are now sitting in the smart #3 Brabus, and right now I'm doing a 1,000 kilometer challenge, a Norway route, special route, the before birth route. But today I will talk about. It's not totally related to EVs, but it's just an interesting concept. Because now it's 8:20 in the morning, but I've been driving through the night, and in the past, I've been doing some night stuff. Like some stuff is convenient to do at night. For example, when I do acceleration test, I don't want too much traffic. So for obvious reasons, I will do it at night to avoid traffic. Also, when I do the noise test, randomness in cars on the road will affect the noise result. So, but at night, I get more consistent result. And the same actually applies to 1,000 kilometer challenge. With less traffic, less laderstau, less accidents or road works or whatever, I get more consistent result, and I don't have to deduct too much. And also sometimes it depends if it's a summer holiday or when we had pandemic or some shit, or when we had extremely high electricity prices and people were hogging the Ionity instead of charging at home, especially in Sweden, then I would get stuck in laderstau even. I had to wait half an hour, 45 minutes just to get a spot so I can charge. So all that stuff leads to delays, but also to measurement errors, or more like round-off error for every event that causes me to have to deduct time, because it doesn't, I mean, it's not because of the car, it's because of the situation, right? Or season or whatever. There will be errors in my test that is a bit hard to figure out, because when I deduct for stuff, I don't count seconds. I usually round up to each minute, so there will be maybe 10-15 second errors here and there, right? Or maybe even more. So that's why I tend to drive at night. Plus that I tend to drive at night because of the family situation. It's easier to go a long trip at night. In the daytime, there will always be stuff I have to do, often change diaper, walk the baby, or the 2-year-old baby, yeah, or there'll be stuff related to just helping raising the toddler. But at night, they are sleeping, the mother and the toddler, so that's easier for me to go on a long trip, right? Plus that it also corresponds with the other advantages I just mentioned when it comes to less traffic and laderstau and consistency. But so then it got me thinking, well, what about other people? I noticed that at night it's just really empty, for a good reason, because the whole society has been built around the 9 to 5 or the whatever. But what if we could change that, and we could avoid peak hours, we could avoid rush hour and even holiday weekend rush by shifting or putting people in another group instead? I mean, it sounds crazy, right? It's just a weird, messed up idea I had. Because think about this: why do we have rush hour or congestion? Well, we have it because everyone tries to go to work roughly at the same time. That's when they have office hours, so that they can meet up with other businesses, and it corresponds with school and I don't know, other shops. They are open in daytime, of course, because at night people want to sleep, and it also works really well with your biological clock, because you will be more active in the day when you have daylight. You get sun on your brain, or your body gets the sun. And yeah, if you don't get the sun, for example, if you do night runs, you might have trouble falling asleep. Or so, I mean, will it work? Well, it could work. I mean, there are people today who works night shift because they have to keep something up and running 24/7. If whether it's a hospital, a gas station, or some kind of guard service, whatever, police. But they get compensated for working at night because it's in an inconvenient time. But I'm thinking, what if we actually allow people to go on a night cycle instead of a day cycle without getting any compensation? Yeah, that's weird, right? Okay, they have to accept that, but in return they can at least have a normal life. Well, except for that, but there has to be some technical solutions for things, like if you can get some artificial light, for example, and maybe you have to take vitamin D supplement to kind of counteract for the fact that you are awake at night and then you're trying to sleep in the daytime. At least in the daytime you can just have thick curtains. But by the way, when it comes to night and day, cycle, have you ever been in the north during winter? Like Tromsø, or north of the Arctic Circle? Not just at the Arctic, but way north, like Tromsø is way further north of the Arctic Circle. It gets dark around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And like now, now what you see here, the light is a bit dim because we have fog and it's cloudy. But this could have been midday during winter. It doesn't get that bright. The sun is quite low, which means that you are already not, your body, if you live in the north there, you're already not getting enough sun, but you can somehow survive. So I was thinking, when you are stuck in traffic, that is waste of time. That is not useful or constructive. It's not useful time. You cannot sleep. You can usually not eat. Well, it depends. You can eat, but there are lots of activities you cannot do if you're stuck driving a car, or even if you are just traveling on public transportation maybe, and there is just traffic that slows you down, right? So wouldn't it be better if you would try to distribute people over to another group? But I think it would be impossible or maybe hard to have an even distribution. But at least if you can get, let's say, 20% over to the night group, they would be enjoying no traffic to work, no traffic home. But they have to rely on, so you have to change several things about the society, which is that there must be shops open at night, grocery stores, for example, right? Or whatever. Even shopping malls kind of need to be open at night, or maybe they can close at a certain time, or they can just open 24/7. It might cost more, because the problem is that you have to then hire more people to keep things running longer than just that whatever 10 hours something is open. Yeah, so that's true. There is a trade-off here, but the gain would be that, for example, roads like here, you see how empty it is. These roads are scaled for higher traffic, for maybe rush hour or holiday traffic. So which means that for maybe 60, 70, 80% of the time, the road here has very low load. So it would be better if we could then more evenly distribute the load on the road. And the same goes for the grid. Like, the reason why the prices peak, spot price, they peak at morning hours and then evening, afternoon hours, is because people, they do the same things. They shower and cook, boil, they prepare the coffee or whatever, right? And then in the afternoon, they also spend electricity doing whatever activities. And then usually at night, 4 or 5 at night, people are asleep. And then the electricity is cheaper. But at least for EVs, you can charge at night then. Yeah, but it would be better maybe if we just move people over to the night group, and they can enjoy it. But then you can also have a different group for weekend, because you also have stuff that gets congested, traffic or shops or even hotels, everything it just built around that you're supposed to do this. Everyone is supposed to do the same thing at the same time. That is the problem. So if you can then shift and say that, well, we have to be more open-minded, and weekend, for some people, weekend is Saturday, Sunday. For some people, weekend is Tuesday, Wednesday, for example. So then not everyone will go to the cabin on the regular weekend, and maybe that is enough that you reduce the amount of traffic by 20%, and then you can kind of open up the clog so that the traffic flows way better, and then the shops are not overloaded, and also maybe more importantly, the charging network is not heavily, like the fast charging network, I mean, like Ionity, supercharger, whatever, is not overloaded. But it depends. In Norway, even for a regular weekend, it's usually not overloaded either. So, but I mean, I think it's like a crazy and interesting idea if it could work. And then we can also even consider maybe, what about holidays? Because when people take holidays, it's not usually for religious reasons, or there are public holidays that are there for historical reasons, but people, they don't really celebrate anything, maybe except for Christmas and maybe service. But all the other, many of the other public holidays, it is just a day off. Yeah. So it would be interesting also to shift the public holidays for some groups, so that you don't travel at the same time, but especially maybe during some kind of holiday season, if it's Easter, especially like Easter holiday. If some group can have the Easter shifted 1 or 2 weeks, and they can still go skiing, it's just that it's just in a different group, right? They will be able to travel and enjoy whatever they're gonna do in a more convenient way, and maybe stuff doesn't have to be overcrowded and overpriced, hotels and stuff, right? Unless the businesses, they just adjust the prices accordingly. But when I talk to the weekend, by the way, okay, maybe it doesn't have to be like black and white. You can say that the other group, the group B weekend, they get the weekend from Sunday to Monday. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Then there would be no Monday cars. No, it would be Tuesday cars instead. Well, but that could be one option. Or public holidays. I mean, in Thailand, public holidays, if you have a public holiday that falls on a weekend, then actually the next following, next Monday, or maybe even several days after, will then become days off. But in Norway, and I guess in many other countries in Europe, if you're kind of quote unlucky and you get a public holiday on Sunday, then okay, too bad for you, that was a Sunday, so you already had your resting day. So yeah, but this would be quite messed up, because if I would be in the night cycle, or the night group, I need also my children to be in the night group, because I would go to work at night, and my children will also go to work at night in the night school or some shit, right? Because if you are in different groups, you will not be able to hang out together. Or there are maybe sometimes that overlaps. Yeah, it depends how you count the cycles. But also, we don't have to have it like night and day or black and white. We could even say that some groups, okay, instead of having to, I mean, I used to work at the office. I mean, I worked in the government for 12 years. I had office job, and it was like kjernetid. You have to be there at the office at 9, no later than 9, and then you can leave at 2:15 earliest, and you had to call flexitid. You had flexible time. You can, yeah. But what if some groups didn't have to be there by 9? They could be there by 10 or 11. So you shift the traffic and everything a little bit, but then they also have to stay longer at work, so they can't leave at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. They have to stay there until 5 or 6. So they can still have a normal life. They can still follow the whole solar cycle, night, day. They're not going to be messed up in the brain, you know. And we will still have benefits. But it seems like the way the society has been built today is that it's quite rigid. Everything is rigid when it comes to weekdays, public holidays, office hours, and so on. So that's why we end up like we have now, that we have congestion. And I've seen during congestion hour that the probability or the frequency of accidents is more during rush hour than when, especially at night. Like at night, man, I drive a lot at night. I never, or almost never, see any accidents. And if there are accidents, the traffic around there doesn't become a choke point because there is no traffic. So even if there be some traffic, they can still pass by relatively smoothly. But of course, when you have shit ton of people trying to go to work or go home at the same time, then they clog up if there is something happening. I mean, the strange thing is that it doesn't even have to have anything happening. And just that one guy was some slow merging, or they slow down or something, and then it just what do you call it for plant? It just becomes a big like a, what do you call it, a phantom queue or something. It just something just slows down. Yeah, propagates. I think it propagates all the way kilometers behind you, you know, just because of that, whatever slow down. Simply because there is just too much traffic. But yeah, like I mentioned also, it's not only about traffic, it's about queues in general and prices, like electricity prices. So I think the society would benefit from it, but it's probably way too hard to change this. And it requires some really radical thinking, and I think the society is not ready for it, and probably they probably don't benefit too much from it. But then the reality is then well, what can you do then? You will be stuck in traffic. You will have to spend more time in the grocery store because everyone is trying to buy stuff. And not only that, but before holidays, before Christmas, before Easter, public holiday, stores will be closed several days, so you have to then stock up. And I've been there, lots of people are hoarding food. So there's a simple solution. You can allow shops to stay open on Sundays and on public holidays, but in Norway at least it's quite strict about what shops can be open and closed, and especially on Sunday in Norway, even though we're not very, you don't see it like in daylight that people are Christian, but they are following the Sunday is the holy day and you're supposed to rest, and there's well, you're not even supposed to make any loud noises during Sunday and disturb neighbors, you know. So they also want to protect workers, of course. So yeah, so you're not supposed to work on Sunday. But hey, we have unemployment rates high, right? So why don't we just employ more people to work on Sundays and at night? Well, people are like, oh, Björn, get off your high horse. Well, okay. I'm just giving some ideas. Maybe there's always a solution for something here. I'm not saying that we should abuse people, but as long as they are willing to work, then why not? Because I seen in US, like, I was almost shocked to walk into what was it, Aldi or some of the, I don't remember, man. But the supermarkets in US, many of them, they're open 24/7. Like, what? I was supercharging with my wife, and I was like, walk in there 3 at night, try to find some food. But it's common. And also, even in Thailand, supermarket, what is it? Groceries, wait, sorry, my bad. Shopping malls, they are open on Sundays. Yeah. But in Europe, everything, well, not everything, but lots of stuff is closed on Sundays. It's like zombie apocalypse. By the way, today is Sunday, and you see there's almost no traffic because people, you're supposed to stay with your family, rest. What about all the Buddhists and the Muslims and the non-believers and the what about people who are not Christian? We want to utilize this Sunday. That's why that is why I'm driving the 1,000 kilometer challenge on Saturday night until Sunday morning, because we have the lowest traffic. Plus that I know that during weekend they don't have any road construction or road works, maybe except for asphalt work during summer. Yeah, but at least during weekdays there will be closed tunnels and detours and stuff because they are working on maintenance or repairs and whatever. But on weekends, nothing. It's wide open, so it's wonderful. So yeah, I mean, people are gonna yell at me for being a bad father, but if I could then keep my child in a shifted school, it doesn't have to be night school, but just a little bit shifted, and let's say if it would be possible to choose whether my children want to take summer vacation during the regular summer, July or August, or if they can take it during December, January. Oh, maybe I can go to Thailand during December, January, and then in July, August, when all the other kids have vacation, well, maybe our kids can just enjoy the lovely Norwegian summer and go to school and enjoy the long days, and when they bicycle to school, it's nice and warm, rather than during winter with snow and shit. But I mean, that's just my messed up mind about things. but I'm not alone. I've seen that truckers, they tend to drive at night. So yeah, I mean, as long as there is something. Okay, I understand some jobs, some work, some services, whatever, they need to be able to meet other on the same time schedule. But some work does not require you to be on a. If you're a programmer, maybe you can have a meeting from time to time, but many days you can just work by yourself, right, at night. Yeah, programmers, they probably like to work at night or in the evening or some off time, and then you can just enjoy your stau-free road without any charging queues and stuff. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Hey? Is this messed up? Is this fucked up, or is it actually something there? I don't know, but I think it's just a fun brain food. So anyway, I'm just gonna stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later. Okay, I think that was better than the first one. Because I felt like I was repeating myself, and it was not very useful stuff. Society, isn't it? You need to adopt and yeah. Well, you see, I was expecting some comment like that, but if you actually paid attention, Louis, whatever, I wasn't really referring to me as a I was just coming up with some ideas about maybe how to solve some of the hassle that people have to deal with in life. I know this, because you get stuck in stau, you get stuck here, you have to pay higher price on weekends or holiday for hotels or whatever you want to do, like high season price, and everything is built so that you're like a sheep. You are more or less forced into whatever time schedule, whatever path and then they can just do whatever they like almost, right? They can raise the prices, they can, you get stuck in traffic, or you have to queue up when you want to buy groceries, and you cannot buy groceries at a certain time or day because of a public holiday, then too bad for you, right? But I'm just saying that it's not like that for other places like in US and Thailand. And it's not like they have a lower quality, a life quality than Europe. It's just that the way Europe has been shaped and chopped in stone, that's just how it's gonna be. But Lewis, I think I forgot to mention this in this chat, but in this speech, but you know that the Tesla supercharger, they have been scaled for for holiday. They have been scaled for heavy load, but most of the time they're not that heavily loaded. You can even see in the road here. Normally on weekdays this road is quite empty. Even 4 in the afternoon, this road is quite empty. It has been scaled for, I'm not sure what, Easter traffic and maybe some weekend traffic, which means that they could have made everything, or they could have downscaled a lot of stuff if they had a more even distribution. And we already see this in the grid. Norway, at least, they're trying to encourage people not to spend too much to get at the same time, to try to evenly distribute this. CPOs, you can, if you fast charge at night at supercharger, it's cheaper than fast charging in the peak hours. So we already see many places where you get a bonus. It pays off if you don't do the same thing like everyone else is doing at the same time. I mean, right, we're at 908 kilometers. And let me see, we have to, how is this again? 1 hour and 23 minutes. Yeah, okay. So let's see, we are at, we just passed the 10-hour mark. We are 10 hours and 10 minutes. So we have to charge one more time, maybe just 10 minutes somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna be hot or warm this weekend. Okay, 911 kilometers. So now it boils down to how fast we can drive versus how, yeah, okay. I have to estimate this, how much I need to drive and so on, and then take a loop and then end up at home. So yeah, this is going to be the last charging stop. Okay, let me see. The way we count now is that we take we take the current time plus 1 hour and 23 minutes. So we already passed the 10-hour mark, and we have now done 913 kilometers. I measured that this car measures distance correctly. So yeah, we need to charge one more time at Nebenes, and then we are done. Wow, 17 degrees, that's warm. I think the wind has turned around, so we get wind from the south, so it will heat up now. And the snow that fell a couple of days ago already started melting. Oh, and we have more traffic. So I think it's a good call to also not go too deep into cleavage. Wait, what? What's that guy doing? Don't tell me that he's gonna cut in. Oh, he actually decided to slow down behind the truck. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, I have to go home and charge for almost free now. Oh, what the heck is that dude doing? Shit, are you texting? See, when did the low price start? The low spot price. Oh, it's already on. Oh, it already started 2 at night, and it lasts until around 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, 5 even. Yeah. Well, actually, you can still get okay price until 6, but I don't need. Well, actually, how many hours do I need? By the time I'm home, I'll be home by 10-ish. Oh yeah, I need maybe around 6 hours to fully charge it. No, more like 7 hours. Okay, so I'll be riding on the low wave for a good while. Okay, almost no wind now. 9 degrees now. 900 kilometers north. What? Really? Trøndelag? Wow, that is warm. Over here it's still 3 degrees. Wow, that's crazy. That's 9 degrees in Trøndelag. Okay, I'm 50%. Yeah, I think Nebenes will be perfect. Turnaround point and stop point. We are 11 kilometers away, so we'll be at 931. Wait. Yeah, 931 at Nebenes. And that means only 69. Is it? Check here. Yeah, 69 kilometers to go. So it sounds like going to Minnesund and then back again, or maybe going to Strandlisja and back again. Wait, why is it so cold in around Oslo area then? Maybe we should also get 10 degrees over here. What, 19 degrees in Hanover? Damn! That is proper warm. Wait, that is exceptionally warm for an early April, isn't it? Yeah, 19 degrees. Oh, I'll take it. That is a lot better than 3 degrees over here. Okay, so 123. Okay, we are at 11:20 now. No, 10:20 now. 10:20. 36 in Perth, but it's summer over there, isn't it? Wait, let me see, what was the consumption now? This like to go against the wind. Wait, huh? Only 302? That is a bit lower than I expected. Okay. Oh wow, I need only around 40% for the last leg. For last. Okay, that's gonna go schnell. I need to spend only 33% of the battery. And then for the last one, I don't care if I arrive with 3%. Oh wow, oh really? It's gonna be, oh okay, so the temperature is gonna rise a lot today. Hopefully also in Jessheim, right? Status update, 930 kilometers, consumption 297. Let's see, I have to go to the second exit. From a 2 off this direction. Okay, here are the cam power. Yeah, why not just go in one of the? Okay, whatever. Maybe I should take the. Yeah, maybe I can just take the drive-through stall, just to show that that is possible also. Okay. Wait, it says 120 kilowatt only. What? Are you kidding me? Wait, the app claimed 150 kilowatt. What is that all about? Shit. Maybe these other stalls here are faster. Man, I've been fooled. Shit. I was led to believe that we had 150 kilowatt over here. Okay, you know what? Change my mind. We're going to the Tesla supercharger instead. Man. Freaking cam power. The way recharge I've configured configured temp power over here. Maybe it's just 300 amp limited, but then they shouldn't say in the app that it's 150 kilowatt. They should say 120 kilowatt. Because I think I can trust the screen here more than I can trust the app, right? So we are slightly delayed here. We could count 1 minute maybe, or does it matter? Yeah, maybe I'll count 1 minute. Okay, I might want to go to the restroom here. Let me just check something here. This side also 120 kilowatt, or this side is 300 and some stuff. Okay, but since I'm already here, wait, if this is faster, I can go here instead. Yeah, okay. Wait, why are the stalls a bit weird located? Okay, I'll take this stall. Nebulous. Yeah, I deduct 1 minute. Trying to be as fair as possible. taking. Wait, huh? Interesting. How much are we actually getting into the battery? Yeah, see, we're getting. Yeah, we get 150 kilowatt. So something goes. There's something lost here. Do we have over 10 kilowatt of heating, cooling, or something? I don't know. But the plan now is that we need to drive. Let me check here. We need to drive 69 more kilometers. Yeah, you see, before we hit 1,000. And then the plan is that. Why is the map so messed up? I want north up. Shit. Stop that. End trip. Okay. Okay. Now we need to drive north a little loop, and then we drive south, so that we 999 right before yes home. Yeah, that is the plan. Oh man, we have the guy who will randomly say the place we are at. Okay, whatever. I have to find out where we're supposed to drive now. So we have to drive another 69 kilometers. If I go from here to home, that is 24 kilometers. Okay, so I take 69 minus 24, and I get 45. Okay, from here, if I head maybe to Strandlisja. Oh shit, I don't have many other options. I think maybe it's better if I go to Dal and then turn around, and then yeah, otherwise I'll have a hard time finding a good loop. Oh wait, 25, okay. Oh, that works. Okay, that works. Yeah. Yeah, we go to Strandlisja, okay. Yeah. So we will 999 5 kilometers before, okay. So if I go for, let me check here. Let me double check my stuff. There, add stop at home. Well, actually, it will just be, okay, 74 kilometers. Yeah, okay. So I will 999 just 3 kilometers before we exit. Yeah, that is perfect. Okay, 74 kilometers. Okay, let me do the math. 74 times 305, maybe just to be 100% sure. Yeah, if I go 40%, that's enough. I'm 27 already. Well, the battery is already at 34%. The battery is already at 33 degrees, so I'm not sure why it is pulling so much now. Okay, now it went down. Okay. I think I have time to go to the restroom, right? If I'm quick. Okay, put the car in drive, disable that, go to this, vehicle driving assistance, disable this shit, no, disable this shit. Okay, off we go. So let me see if I can remember this. I have to go to Strandlykkja and then I head south, and that's it. So this route will work also other times. Yeah, or if I make Dal the last turnaround point, then I go deeper, and then suddenly it becomes slightly less optimal. The most optimal is already to just 9 a couple of kilometers before the exit. Okay, Stad is 933 kilometers and time is, well, let me see. Oh, traffic affects more than weather. Oh yeah, okay, what? Did someone ask me about why? It's what? Saying the obvious, but 1,000 kilometers will be a much accurate place with more consistent. What? What are you talking about? Consistent weather. The picture you see will be completely different. Okay, yeah, but yeah, like, you know, yeah, I should show this maybe that it doesn't affect that much. But if you're slowed down by traffic, that can mean many minutes, versus if the weather changes slightly. No, supposedly the EX30 has slightly bigger battery and charges a bit faster, I think. But I have to test it myself. But at least what I've seen now, this battery charges exactly the same as the #1. But well, I can actually change that because I can choose which day to travel on, so I will avoid the extreme weather. But at least a little bit of wet road, okay, it's fine. But at least it's not, as long as it's not snowing. And but if I can, I will try to choose dry times, dry roads, yeah, or avoid rain. Same goes for range test. If it's soaking wet, like today, I would try to avoid this, but range tests can be done in a more wider time span, whereas 1,000 kilometer challenge, I want to do it in weekends. $940 kilometers now. But let's see, we have to, now it is 1 hour and 22 minutes. Yeah. We have to add. So let me see. We are getting close to 10 hours and 40 minutes. Still unclear one, huh? Well, our Elkus, your sentence is unclear. Is that a question? Is it a statement? What are you trying to say? You are being unclear. Okay, let me see. So I don't exit here. I exit at the. Yeah. Okay. Well, Jose, is that a running joke? Because you have said it many times now during the challenge, to the point where I'm starting to get a little bit fed up with it. But of course, if it's some kind of running joke, then I understand. Because I just want to know if you come with the right explanation, I will accept it. But I just have to wait and see what you mean. Where did you get that from? Stay focused. Okay, it wasn't a running joke then. Okay. What was the purpose, by the way, of saying stay focused? Just curious why you kept saying it. What was the point of it? Was the point that you want me to stay focused on the road, or to stay awake, or... Okay, let me see. So we turn around at the next stop, next turnaround point. Yeah, that's quite far from here. The problem is that some makes a more simple attempt than others. Blah, 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 slow higher. Well, but that's the whole purpose of the test then, to see if some cars will suffer during winter versus other cars. What we've seen is that Tesla is quite consistent, because not only do they charge consistently regardless of weather, but they also man, this guy, I should have hammered past him, because I could have seen that this could happen. He's gonna slow poke past the mother trucker. He could have waited 10 seconds. I would be past the bus. I mean, he had the full right to use the left lane. Yeah, true. So what do you guys think? Was the bus driver bad-mannered, or was he just doing what he was allowed to do anyway, or no? Well, dude, or Elkus, you're not making much sense about what you're saying. Can you be a little bit more clear every time you type something? When you just say great, good, hidden problems, consumption range, ... what does it mean? You are not being clear. Do you realize that? Like, I'm trying to read what people are saying, and then every time I read your sentences, or Elkus, it's like, it makes no sense most of the time, just to be honest. Yeah, he's allowed to do that. True. And I agree. but the current number of cars on the road walking. Yeah, exactly. If I was a good bus driver, or not only a bus driver, if I was a trailer driver, for example, I've been pulling trailers a lot, or when I do those 90 kilometers per hour tests, I know I'm slow. I would let people, especially if I see someone approach me from behind fast, I would just, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter, it will cost me, I just have to wait 5-10 seconds and he will be past me. It's just to help the traffic flow better. But yeah, true. But Jose never replied to me when I asked him. This is also quite common. When I ask someone, like they will. The problem is that they type something in the chat and then I try to respond to it. But if I ask them back and ask something, they just go silent, which is a bit frustrating sometimes when I want to communicate. Well, I could just ignore the chat. Yeah. But I was also because I thought maybe it was a running joke, like what the heck is this thing, or other things like dead DED, running gag. But because what is that dude, like a nice tunnel, Bjorn? Like most of the stuff you say doesn't really mean much. It has okay, whatever. Like it doesn't bring much useful content, to be honest. But okay, what I was about to say is that no, I forgot. I lost focus. I also have to pay attention so I can turn around here. Yeah. The whole stay focused. I thought it was a joke. Because Nomi will if you're not paying attention, Nomi will say stay focused. I heard that many times, to the point where it became annoying that the car kept bugging me about stay focused. And I thought that maybe this Jose guy, he knows Neo, and he kind of made a joke about the whole stay focused. But apparently he wasn't. It was just something else, and I was just curious what was it? Why did he keep? And then he said it several times last live stream also, or I don't remember when it was. But no, it was last night. No, he didn't just say it once. I think he said it at least 3-4 times, maybe even more. I don't remember every time he said it. That's why it caught my attention. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. Just like the R. Elkus guy, he would suddenly just say Strandlycha, but he wouldn't say Strandlycha now. He would say Strandlycha in 5 minutes. Long time after we passed Strandlycha. And then suddenly he would just say 3:25 US time, 9:25 Norway time, and nobody asked about time or anything. Suddenly we just type some random shit that nobody cares about, like time or location or something, right? So is it okay? It's weird. It's just the way people are in here, I guess. Most people travel long distance holiday. One winter test BMW with poor result will mislead and probably skip that. No, but I mean, if people are that silly that they don't understand that I did the test during winter instead of summer, what am I supposed to do then? I can't just wait until summer, because then I might not have that car, or that car is not hot anymore. So I have to test it while I have the car, and if it happens to be winter, I test it during winter. Safety, okay, what kind of safety? But okay, Jose, can you answer then? I mean, what purpose is it to just say stay focused? I mean, what does that change the way I drive or read the chat? Or if it's supposed to enforce safety, maybe it's better to not type anything, you know, because every time you type something, I'm trying to read what you type, or I could just totally ignore it, which I tend to do sometimes when I really have to stay focused. But then you don't have to tell me to stay focused, because I know when I need to stay focused, like if there's some kind of moose area. So the whole stay focused becomes like Nomi. It becomes annoying. Nomi is trying to tell me something that I don't need the Nomi to tell me, you know? You know what I mean? And yeah, the whole winter test, I think many people, they don't understand that I cannot wait 6 months until I test the car. If I can get a car and it's nice and hot, I mean, it's popular. Like when I got Highland during winter, I'm not gonna wait until summer before I test Highland, right? So I will test it during winter when it's popular. And if it's important, I can always mention that, okay, like I've been doing many times, is that I say, okay, this result is like this, but during summer, I expect that it will be 20 minutes faster, right? So then it's quite easy for my viewers to see the list, and then, okay, he said 20 minutes faster during summer, and then it's like there, right? So I think if you guys actually pay attention to what I say many times during my videos, you will understand more about how the test is done and the result, and how useful the result can be. Well, okay, well, but Sunseeker, what am I supposed to do then? Just tell me. Be clear. ABC. Always be clear. What am I supposed to do? You lay down the problem. People don't understand the winter test, winter result. Okay, then what can I do to please you? Okay, let me see. 967. We're about to hit the 11-hour mark. Okay. Okay. I have 33 more kilometers to go. That will take 15-ish minutes. Okay. Test, for example, iX2 in summer. I haven't even tested iX2 yet. Dude, I haven't even tested iX2. I have no idea when I will test iX2. And okay, Sunseeker, let me repeat one more time. Normally, I just get whatever test car I get in whatever time I get. I cannot choose when I can get the car. When it's ready, and then I should go for it. I shouldn't wait. That would be a lost opportunity to get lots of views. And then, so basically what you're asking me is to retest pretty much every car, both seasons, right? Is that what I understand? So for every car, if I get one car during summer, I have to retest it during winter, and vice versa. A banner, like what? Yeah, man. I mean, then I need to do everything, like range test summer winter also, and yeah, it becomes quite extensive. By 971, some people are obviously not paying attention here, because they keep asking me, like one guy was like, hey, how far into the challenge are you, even though I said just a couple of minutes ago how far we are in. And then another guy said, oh, maybe he's 1/3. I was like, okay. Okay, whatever, we can just ignore those people, those clueless people. I need to focus on the video and the challenge here. Can't be babysitting all the clueless people in here. Okay, 972. But man, consumption is quite consistent. 297. It was 295 on the #1 run, but it was a little bit colder, 0 to 1 degrees Celsius on the #1 run. So let me see. You take the current time plus 1 hour and 22 minutes. So let me see. At 9:38, that will be 11 hours. So I guess if we didn't take the Oslo loop to the Schweinsund and back again, we would be faster. Maybe 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes faster. But maybe that loop makes the test slightly more realistic, since we have to pass through a city. Because actually the regular 1,000 kilometer challenge, we have to pass through Oslo twice, plus Göteborg. But then we are losing out on the 120 zones. Okay, it will possibly be 9:10, so 10 minutes faster. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, actually, does it? Yeah, I wonder if I had a more optimal charging stop. Now, I didn't charge too long this time. I had these short sprints, which seems to pay off. But, okay, based on the consumption, it was only 2 watt-hour per kilometer lower. I mean, actually higher. That makes no sense, right? The consumption is 2 watt-hour per kilometer higher, but then how the heck can it be faster? And I had more charging stops. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe that's the whole thing. I had more charging stops, and I was riding on the 120 kilowatt waves or whatever. Rather than slow charging to 75%. I don't remember what I did on the #1 run, but I felt like I had longer stops there. But that should mean that the #1 run, if I charged to around 55-60%, I could have arrived 10 minutes faster. But also, okay, Fredrik, there's also another aspect here, which is that I already feel like I have plenty of 1,000 kilometer challenge videos coming out, actually on weekly basis, to the point where they don't get that many views. Before, I didn't take that many, and every time I would do a 1,000 kilometer, I would get nice view counts. But now there are just so many. And also, when I retest cars that are quite similar to what I tested before, then what's so exciting about it, right? And especially when I do it during winter versus summer, it'd be like, huh, but you already tested it. Why are you testing it again? Oh, because of different season. Oh, okay. Then I can skip it then. They don't have to watch it, right? If there is nothing new, no new software, no battery upgrade, nothing new, why would they bother watching it? Huh? What the heck is the R. Elkus guy talking about? Do you guys understand what he's talking about? 207 miles times 3 approx 1,000 whatever equals to whatever per mile hour. Huh? What the heck, man? That guy just mostly just typed gibberish in the chat. Okay, 985. Yeah, we hit the 11-hour mark. When I'll finish with the challenge, okay, well, that was quite cryptic. I didn't understand much about it. It was just way too complicated. Try to shorten it down and make it way easier to understand. That would be easy. Because when I say 985, it means that we are about to finish the challenge. Let me see. Oh, 11 hours and 2 minutes. Well, okay, I think what this proves is that it actually pays off to take shorter sprints and to stay, I mean, to charge only to around 55-60% rather than 70% or whatever. I don't remember how far I charged on the previous sessions, but from what I remember, I didn't go 100 kilometer, 90 kilometer sprints. I went more like 120 plus kilometers. We got the load? I haven't noticed if there's an adapter in here. Okay. 989. 11 more kilometers. We still don't have too much traffic yet. Even though it's almost 10. And it's foggy. You would expect it to be slow traffic now, these kind of conditions. Oh, there's a donation. Well, I missed it. JD donated $25. I wish you a good Sunday driving. Thank you, thank you. Also wish you a nice Sunday drive. Yeah, this is the time for the Sunday drivers to come out. And oh yeah, seems like I'll be home by 10, so I can plug it in and suck some cheap electricity. And I'm actually not overtired, fortunately, because I got so much rest before the drive. Oh, 991. Oh, we're getting close. And time, what is the time now? Let's see how to how this again. 11 hours and 4 minutes. Oh, it's going to be 11:10. Yeah. with motor sound, nah, it's just going to be annoying in the background. Plus that I prefer having cruise control on, then the motor sound is off anyway. So I can focus on the 999 rather than try. If I want motor sound on, I have to turn off cruise control, and then I'm not paying attention to the traffic in front. If the traffic in front, for example, slows down, the brakes hard because of fog, then I could get in an accident. $993. From the streams, drop blah 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 blah. Learn talking to all blah blah in the chat blah blah. Confusing. Okay. Huh? Yeah. And that's exactly what you did, Fredrik. You had a really long sentence paragraph. That confirms it. Fortunately, it's better condition now to try to read long sentences. I think you just, it's hard for you guys to imagine because you are not driving. You are just sitting in your sofa or whatever and trying to chat with me. But I'm actually driving, trying to drive at least, while also trying to pay attention to the chat. But I mean, how legal is this? How safe is it for me to read phone while driving? Well, I've said it many years ago that I wanted to stop live streaming and that I consider it unsafe because it blocks a part of the windscreen. Okay, I can see through it. Yeah, that's true. So, which kind of helps. But still, yeah, it's not ideal. Ioniq 5N, yes, of course, if it arrives in Norway. It boils down to if it arrives. Like with everything, when people ask, are you going to test this? Are you going to test that? Yes. If it arrives in Norway and I can get my hands on it, I will test it. Until then, ich weiß nicht. Okay, 997, I have to focus on the challenge now. We are about to 999. And there's remarkably low traffic now. Exactly, don't mean like people tend to like, it's crazy. It's kind of annoying because usually there will be almost no activity in the chat to the point where I wonder if I dropped out. But then suddenly, right before 999 on something important, then they could become really active and start asking questions. Okay, 998. And I have 9%, 8%. Okay, I think I calculated like a ninja. 9984. All right, let's do a countdown. 9991, 9992, 9993, 9994, 995, 996, 997, 998, 9999. 1000. Oh, time 9:46. So we have to take 1 hour and 22 minutes, and that will become 11 hours and 8 minutes. So we are, right, we rounded up, so we're 10 minutes faster than the #1. Wait, but the consumption was 297. The #1, the consumption was 295. How could that be? Okay, let's get over to Yes Home first, and I will explain my theory. Wow, all right, I have 7% now. Okay, I go proper deep. Okay. Yeah, but we avoided most of the traffic. So that's good. But yeah, I mean, normally, okay, was it traffic? Nah. I normally don't hit that much traffic on the regular 1,000 kilometer. Was it because we didn't pass through city? Well, we passed through Oslo twice. Okay, so that slowed us down naturally. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened. But I think it's because we had those short charging stops rather than the longer ones where you, like, we were not we didn't spend extended time on 70 kilowatt and less, right? We were mostly spending time with 100 plus kilowatt, 120, 150, you know, for a long time. So that probably paid off, especially around here where we have fairly short exit and almost like pit stops. Hmm, 6%. Can I go to Circle K and pick? No, whatever. I'm gonna go to Katip anyway later today, so I don't want to take any detours there. I just want to plug it in and suck on that cheap juice. What, really? EV9? What, really? What, did the EV9 also consume similar, or huh? What was the temperature on the EV9 then? What was the consumption? I would imagine the EV9 was a lot thirstier. No, there's no rapid gate here. But I believe that I have to, okay, maybe I have to skip through my video, my own video, rewatch it, but I think I charged to, you know, more than 50 something percent on the other challenge. There's so much traffic now. Okay, I'll wait for that dude to pass. I know that the curve here has slightly more space than other places. Yeah. But there's a lot of people living at that exit we just passed. Lots of units there. Whereas this area here is more of the villa area. Yeah, you know, what is the definition of a villa? And is our house a villa? Because when I asked wifey, she said, no, but villa, doesn't that mean like fritidsbolig, you know, the place where you spend only for recreation or something? I was like, huh? No, really? Nah, that can't be. I need to Google what villa, the definition of villa is. Like villa bled. Oh, okay, maybe not villa bled. I also wonder why the asphalt here is quite clear of snow. Did they salt it? Okay, there's the Toyota BZ4X. Oh, I see the front of the house is now quite melted. Dead. Okay, because I cleared the snow here. Okay, now I need to pull in. Don't want to walk over there in front of the house now because it's wet. But I will just walk on the rock surface I made the path there to avoid getting too much wetness. And then wifey said, yeah, you can buy some Malacca, you can buy some papaya at Katip when they open at noon. It's 10 now. It's just that the house has a garden around it. Huh, really? Is that the definition? Really? Well, we don't technically have a garden around the house, so this is not a villa then. Okay. But it is actually a mansion though, which is kind of funny. Because I think mansion is just a style. Okay, let me see. 1,005 kilometers, that's what I drove now. Okay, let me write down. Let me take Wait. Interesting. When the fan blows. Huh. It's a cheetah. Huh? Why you never bring fresh baguette for family with you when? Huh? Why do you ask? Well, maybe I can just keep the gate open. Yeah. Might as well keep the gate open for natural light into the. A villa is a type of house that was originally ancient Roman upper class country house. Its origin Roman villa. The idea of function villa have evolved considerably. Well, but when you say country house, huh? What does that mean? Does it mean not a permanent residence house thingy? Because you return. Okay, do you want to know the answer, Mr. Thai boy? It's because my family does not like baguette, and I personally also don't like baguette because they are quite dry. And there's a lot of baguette without too much stuffing in it. If you ever seen the Norwegian baguette, they kind of suck. There's just way too much bread part and not so much vegetable and whatever. Yeah. But what you don't know is that I very often go to the sushi store and pick up sushi for the family before I return home. Yeah. That's the stuff you don't know. You just see the tip of the iceberg. Okay, but we are now home. I need to shoot something. Shows the car whilst I'm only doing charging. Yeah. Wait, how does ultrasonic sensors work? Are they affected by wind or airflow? I need to film. This is interesting. Interesting observation. Stream ending. Yes, soon. How do you say Achtung Polizei in Thai? Huh? What? You mean huh? In Thai? You say huh? I'm not sure what you mean. Will used to mean you have land and outbuildings on your property, huh? Okay. So I think per definition, this is not a villa. Okay. I thought maybe villa was just something big, and this would qualify as a villa because it's quite a big house. Well, it shows kilometers per hour while charging, yeah. It shows current, voltage, power, and charging speed in kilometers per hour. Single family detached home regardless of, what, but will, to me it sounds like you marbles. What you described there is they call it enebolig in Norwegian, which could be pretty much any single house that is not it's not a townhouse, or it's like it's a single house not attached to other houses. in the neighborhood, actually we just passed it. There will be 2 houses. Okay, like the old house in Alnabru, that would not be enebolig. That is what they call it tomannsbolig, which is a split house where you share the wall, one wall you share it with a neighbor. But okay, I need to film the this end. This has been interesting. I'll be back home. So you see that I did actually arrive at around, I think it was 5%. So yeah, we did go deep enough. I calculated like a ninja because the car didn't do it accurately for me. But yeah, so see, we're pulling around 10 kilowatts, and you can see here, this is pretty cool. This is Tibber, and you see that Tibber shows a spot price. Shit, let me check something else. I have to check easy how fast we're charging. Man, come on, why the heck is easy so slow now to load? Oh, come on, every time I want to show something, easy just goes slow. Okay, let me show you guys what's happening inside the car. I'm trying to shoot the end shot now. Easy, there. Okay. There, okay, 10 kilowatt. Interesting. We are back home now, so we arrived with around 5%. So you see that I went deep enough. I calculated so we will arrive. Yeah, and we didn't charge too much, at least. So there's not much there we can try to shave off if anyone would care about shaving off a couple of minutes to round it down to 11 hours and 5 minutes. But you see, we are now taking 9.8 kilowatt. At least that's what the car claims. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that is after some charging losses, because no, wait, or here easy reports 10.1 kilowatt. Yeah, and also I'll show that. You see here, this is 3-phase, right? We are pulling 14, almost 15 amps. But what you see here, I wonder, is that the... No, that's not the pack voltage. Huh, interesting. Because the pack voltage is here. This is DC in the battery, whereas this is supposedly the voltage from the plug. Okay, whatever. Okay, batteries. Okay, well, that's great. Well, maybe I should disable this thing. Wait, I cannot disable it now. It's grayed out. Okay, but I'm gonna show you something here. Okay, look here. I want to chart now, because if you look here on Tibber, we see that the spot price is incredibly low. That's the spot øre. It's 0. It's basically free now. Free. And not only that, but here it will be minus 8 øre per kilowatt hour. How much is 1 øre? 1 NOK. Okay, 100 øre is I mean, øre is like a cent of the Norwegian krone, right? So it's 8 cent of the Norwegian krone, and then 1 krone is 1/10 of a euro, roughly. So to translate, this is minus 8, or minus 8 øre is 0.8 euro cent. No, wait, whatever. It's a small amount. But okay, if you include the grid fee and some other stuff here, we can include the grid fee and the taxes and markup, whatever. Then it becomes what? Shit. No. Scroll up there. Here, 44 øre. So okay, that is 4 euro cents. Yeah, roughly 4 euro cents per kilowatt hour. That is dirt cheap. I'm gonna suck on this until the price goes up again. Oh yeah. But I'm gonna show you something else here. You see, I was looking at the charging time here, right? And then I was like, okay, it's gonna. Wait, please be cautious. Huh? What? Huh? Is it bugging? What the heck is going on there? Huh? What? And then I noticed here that there is like a there. You see? It's like the proximity sensor or something. It detects something there. What is it? Well, I'll show you what it is. This is interesting. I never noticed before what the heck is going on here. But in the garage here, I'm running some fans because I want to get rid of the moisture. And I figure out that only fans is good shit, because you then try to evaporate water fast. Actually, with this fan, it goes incredibly fast. Why here? But the fan is then rolling. Why is it rolling down? No. You see it? You see it? So
surprised about this smart hatchback one. How was it? The seats were nice and comfortable. They are not super sporty seats, which is fine for me, but I don't need to be around. Okay, then what's the other one? Suspension. Firm. But not uncomfortable. Because good firm. For me, it's good firmness. My wife, she was firm. Yeah. But why was this 10 minutes faster than the one? Even though the result was longer, I suspect that it was. Well, I haven't had to do one video, but I think when I had the one, I thought, well, just like I did here, for example, I talked around 77, passed around 55, 7, it was quite slow, around 70, 80, so, but in the following session, so I won't go around 90, 100, but I was within 150, 120 something, all time, and each shot was like, yeah. So this is it. I think that's it. But like that's not money. That's not just like 60, 70 pounds. Okay, we achieved the same thing. So I think that's what we're now. What you guys will do, I will watch it.
A good definition is Downtown Abbey latest movie, huh? Old lady inherits a villa. I would imagine a typical villa would have a garden around it. Yeah, we don't have a garden. That's it. I mean, we barely have much of a garden. Yeah, that's the problem. We just fill it with the driveway and shit instead. Old side elegant house nowadays. Coins rich house, but not mansions. Well, okay. Let me ask you guys then. I now got some nice input on what a villa is, but I'm just curious about this. But would you call the Tesla Björn mansion a villa, or is it not a villa? Because I think my house, I can't afford it yet, but maybe in 1-2 years, I want to buy a nice chandelier. The one we saw, no joke, man. The one we saw was awesome. It was very beautiful, but it cost 90,000 NOK. It cost almost 9,000 euros just for a freaking chandelier. But it's huge. It's not made of crystal. It's made of something else that is not crystal, I heard. But it has the shimmer. I saw it. I was like, damn, what is that shit, man? Ooh, I was like, ooh, wifey also like, ooh, shit. Yeah, it has those things, you know, like those prisms, long ones, which would fit perfect with the entrance. And wow, yeah, I can just imagine how awesome it would look to have it in the entrance. But you know, buying something like 90,000 just to have it in the entrance, that's a luxury, man. Then you need to have more than enough money, which I cannot afford now. Maybe in 1 to 2 years I can consider it. Yeah, but man, that would be like, oh, that would make the house to shine really, like, ooh. Not because I want to show it over, it's just so beautiful, because we walk past that place all the time when we go to the toilet, when we go upstairs, when we go to the diaper change room, and also yeah. But for now, okay, no chandelier. But okay, anyway, I have some food I have to bring with me. I have some. I probably don't want to dig around too long, because then my wife will call me like, dude, what are you doing? How many? kilowatt cabin heater. I don't know. Well, actually, well, according to the charging screen, we're taking 9.7 kilowatts, and then car scanner reports 7 to 8 kilo. It seems like cabin heater takes over a kilowatt, which makes sense because if it's not that efficient, unlike a Korean car would take only 500 watts, especially if it's I don't know the temperature here. It doesn't show outside temperature when we are charging. Why? Yeah, it's a villa. Okay, well, it's cool. Okay, it's a villa. I will also just for fun try to Google about this. If you turn heating off, okay, let me turn heating off. Maybe, okay, well. Okay, can you guys just, can you? I need to pack and get ready before my wife starts calling me. Tell me to stop dicking around in the garage. Okay, 9.7. No, okay, that's the one. Okay, no, actually, okay. Okay, I need to pack my shits. Okay, yeah, then suddenly we take 9 kilowatt into the akku. Well, 9 point. Well, it jumps kind of slow. Casa nylon. Really? Hey, about the Thai boy, are you? Why did you watch this live stream? Is it because this car, the Smart, will the Smart come to Thailand, or what's up with that? Villa Pure. Yeah, exactly. Like Villa Blend. Well, okay, I still need to do a range test on Monday. Yeah, actually tomorrow. Yeah, technically tomorrow I'm going to do a range test. So I'm still not done with the car. But now we're going to enjoy some nice, cheap electricity. You're acting Polizei, but why did you use a Thai name? That was weird. Sneaky. You were just you were cross-dressing, or you were just operating under a different name. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes sense because most Thai boys, they will have quite bad grammar. They'll be like, Bjorn, why you know buy bread to wife and child? Yeah, you know. No, it's 3-phase. Dude, this is 3-phase. So you have to take, yeah, actually I have to take 14 amp multiplied by volt multiplied by the root of 3. Yeah, which is 1.73. Okay, but let me see. Okay, I need to pack the rest. Where's the stuff? I want to know how it went last night with Isabel and the sleep, because normally I'll be sleeping. Isabel will be sleeping with Daddy. When Isabel sleeps with Daddy, she sleeps really well. I'm not sure how it went with Mommy, but I was disappointed last morning or Saturday morning, because when Isabel woke up, she said, "Got mommy," which means hug mommy. And I said, hug daddy instead. Hug daddy. Got daddy. No, she was not interested. She wanted to go to mommy. Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. Fine. App shows 24 amps. No, huh? What? No, what app? Tibber? I mean, you mean easy? Okay, let me show you. This is easy. Huh? Blev klokere. Did you understand more about what's going on here? We are pulling 15 amp. We are not pulling 16 amp for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe the charger has been. Well, it's weird. Maybe the charger is limited, but it says 16 amp here. But for some reason, I never seen more than 15 amp and I never see more than roughly 10 kilowatt. But I mean, I'm not gonna complain. 10 kilowatt, and if I need to charge more cars, I could even pull 30 kilowatt here. Yeah, if I want to. So yeah, it's yeah, fine. But you see how for some reason 10.2 here, but the car reports 9.8. And then what goes into the battery in car scanner, it reports 9.2. I think 9.2 is what actually goes into the battery. This is slightly misleading, or I don't know. Maybe it tries to calculate the input and then I don't know, man. But it sounds. I mean, 400 watt charging loss. That is way too low. But around almost 1 kilowatt charging loss sounds more plausible. Or 900 watts roughly. Yeah, that sounds plausible, especially since the car is on now and the screens are on. But anyway, I need to get inside, so I'm gonna do this and then this and then this. Let me see, 100%. Okay. So yep. So then I will just say interesting with a hashtag 3. But next weekend we're gonna do the EX30. Finally, we will have a hyped up car, so I can get some nice view counts, because the view counts have been a little bit low lately, which means that I don't get enough money to feed my wife and baby, my 2-year-old baby. I said in the video, my 2-year-old baby. And lately I've been buying this mango here. I was like, oh yeah, nice mango. But then I realized that the mango here does not come from Thailand, I think. Man, I can't read. Why is the letter so damn small? Dude, when I need the phone, the fuck is wrong with my phone? Shit. Dude, seriously. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, how many of you guys use your phone as a magnifier glass? Where does it say when? I read it somewhere where it comes from. Yeah, here. Produced and packaged in Cambodia. It comes from Cambodia, not from Thailand, the neighbor country. Pawel. Wait, Cambodia is... It's not Burma. I thought it was a Thai product. I've been supporting the wrong country. We have to get Thai mangoes. But these are good shit, man. These are good shit. Buy glasses. Yeah, I should get them reading glasses. Yeah. No, actually, the phone, no, it actually helps, because I just need to magnify it, and then I can read it. But the glasses, yeah, then I can look at, I can read. But at the distance, as long as we are about half an hour or 30, half a meter away, I can read small letters on the screen here just fine. I have to go inside. Guys. Sorry. We have to end the live stream. We're running out of time. I've been digging around too long in the garage here. Wife is gonna call me soon. But have a nice Sunday drive, guys. And I'll try to survive the day. But I actually don't feel that tired, because I had so much sleep in the previous day. So, gute fahren, or whatever, gute Fahrt. Okay, anyway. Yeah. this is ready, this is ready, this is ready all the time. Okay, this stays here, this stays here, this goes out. Okay, out. Yeah, well, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to be rude. I learned that is rude to say, unless you say that between friends. Yeah, like I can say to Pawel, if I take a shit and he enters the toilet, I'll be like, Pawel, out. Yeah, that's fine, but I shouldn't say that to other people. Okay, let me see if I can stop this. All right, disconnect. Well, all right, let me just get rid of some stuff here on that one. Okay, okay. Man, oh, I almost forgot the freaking bottles, man. I have so much shit with me. I have Stormback bottles. I almost forgot them. And in here I have. Yeah, okay, maybe I can say that to Marcus, but we have to be good friends then. Otherwise, it will actually, to my German viewers, that sounds a bit disrespectful. That dude, Marcus is your sponsor, and you just talk to him like that. Yeah. But okay, well, you can hear the 3 dehumidifiers in the garage. They're trying to. Yeah, shit is 71% relative humidity, is still too high. Yeah, and I just brought in more moisture on the car. The car is covered with some wetness. So, but okay, that's just life. Okay, anyway, that's it, guys. Have a nice Sunday. So talk to you guys later next weekend, I think. Yeah.